Welcome to the start of a new series on the channel where we will be playing through every generation of Pokemon, starting with Pokemon Yellow. Received Pikachu, battled our rival and won, retrieved Oak's parcel, delivered Oak's parcel, and got the Pokedex, battled our rival for the second time and won with no problem, caught a Nidoran male, time to battle Brock. A combination of double kick and using Pikachu to lower Onix's defense was enough to win our first ever gym badge. On the way to Mount Moon, Nidoran evolved into Nidorino, grabbed the Moonstone in Mount Moon and evolved Nidorino into Nidoking. Battled Jesse and James of Team Rocket and won with no issues. Battled our rival at Nugget Bridge and absolutely destroyed him. Nidoking slaughtered the entirety of Nugget Bridge, including the Team Rocket member, at the end. Talked to this trainer and received Charmander. Received Bulbasaur. On the way to Bill's house, Bulbasaur evolved to Ivysaur. Time to battle Misty. Nidoking held his own before going down to Starmie, but Ivysaur managed to clutch the win for us. On the way to Vermilion City, Charmander evolved into Charmeleon, battled our rival on the SSN, getting yet another win over him. Received the HM for cut from the captain. Battled and defeated Lieutenant Surge for our third gym badge. Received Squirtle. On the way through Rock Tunnel, Squirtle evolved into Wartortle. Also off camera, I caught a Machop. Arrived at Celadon City. Went to the department store and bought the Pokédoll and a fresh water. Challenged Erica to a gym battle. 3 embers from Charmander was enough to take out Tangela. Up next came Weepin' Bell. Due to a lucky critical hit and a burn from Ember, we were able to win. Last up was Gloom, and it was a close call. Few embers managed to get the job done, but we were left with 4 HP remaining. Taught Ivysaur the Mega Drain TM we got from Erica. Returned to Lavender Town to battle our rival in Pokemon Tower. A single Thunderbolt from Nidoking takes out Vero. As my rival brings out Shelter, I swap into Ivysaur, taking out Shelter with a single Mega Drain. As my rival brings out Vulpix, I send in Wartortle, taking out Vulpix with 2 Water Guns. My rival brings out Sandshrew next as I bring out Machop, taking out Sandshrew with 3 Karate Chops. My rival brings out Eevee last as I bring out Charmeleon, taking Eevee out with 3 Embers. Arrived at Saffron City, beat the Karate Master, and chose Hitmonchan to replace Machop on my team. Used the Pokédoll to get to the top of Pokemon Tower, where I faced off against Jesse and James of Team Rocket once more. Jesse and James lead with Meowth as I lead with Charmeleon, taking out Meowth with 2 Embers. Arbok is sent out next as I send out my newly acquired Hitmonchan, taking Arbok out with a few Comet Punches. Weezing is sent out last as I send out Wartortle. Wartortle is no match for Weezing, so I swap out to Ivysaur, pop a Leech Seed, and finish off with spamming Cut to get the win, while grinding against Team Rocket and Silphco. Charmeleon evolved into Charizard, got the keycard, then went into a battle against rival Blue once again. Blue leads with Sandslash, as I lead with Nidoking. I stupidly switch out to Wartortle, only to get nearly one-shot by a critical hit Slash, with my Water Gun doing abysmal damage. So I swap back to Nidoking, finishing Sandslash with 2 Bubble Beams. Blue sends out Ninetales next, but 3 Bubble Beams is enough to take it out. Blue sends out Cloyster next as I send out Ivysaur. Cloyster nearly one-shots Ivysaur with an Aurora Beam, as Razor Leaf just comes up short on a one-shot. So I switch into Nidoking, finishing Cloyster with a Thunderbolt. Blue sends out Kadabra next, who takes out Nidoking, Ivysaur, Wartortle, and Hitmonchan. Charizard comes out and finishes Kadabra with a single slash. Blue sends out Jolteon, and despite Charizard's best efforts, we couldn't out-heal the damage or outspeed, leading to my first ever whiteout. But I'll be back stronger the next time. Coming back for revenge against the rival now. Venusaur takes out Sandslash with a Razor Leaf. Blastoise takes out Ninetales with 2 Water Guns. Nidoking takes out Cloyster with a Thunderbolt. Charizard takes out Kadabra with a Slash. Nidoking takes out Jolteon with a combination of Double Kick, Horn Attack, and Bubble Beam. Jesse and James appear once more. Spammed Comet Punch with Hitmonchan until Weezing went down. Charizard takes out Arbok with 2 slashes. Venusaur takes out Meowth with a Razor Leaf. Now it's time for our first encounter with Giovanni. Hitmonchan takes out Nidorino with a combination of Mega Punch and Comet Punch. Takes out Persian with a submission. Blastoise takes out Rhydon with a Water Gun. Nidoking takes out Nidoqueen with 2 Earthquakes. Took a big risk challenging Gym Leader Sabrina next. Charizard takes out Abra with a Slash. Kadabra takes out Charizard with Sidekick. Blastoise takes out Kadabra with Dig. Alakazam takes out Lapras. Hitmonchan and Venusaur with Sidekick. Nidoking takes out Alakazam with 2 Earthquakes. The next gym leader to take down is Koga. Charizard takes out the 3 Venonat with 2 Embers each. Venomoth took out Charizard, Nidoking, Hitmonchan, and Blastoise. Lapras manages to just barely pull through, taking out Venomoth. Arrived at Cinnabar Island, got the secret key from the mansion, and challenged gym leader Blaine. Lapras takes out Ninetales with 4 Surfs. Blastoise takes out Rapidash with 2 Surfs. Arcanine takes out Blastoise. Nidoking and Charizard finishes Arcanine with 2 Slashes. Time to battle the last gym leader, Giovanni. Lapras takes out Dugtrio with a Surf. Hitmonchan fails to take out Persian, so Blastoise comes in with a Surf to finish the job. Lapras and Nidoking fail to take out Nidoqueen, but Blastoise just barely manages to finish the job with a Water Gun. Blastoise goes down to Nidoking. Venusaur spams Razor Leaf, taking out Nidoking and Rhydon. Final rival battle before the Pokemon League. Lapras takes out Sandslash with 2 Slurfs. Hitmonchan couldn't take out Execute, so Lapras finishes with a Body Slam. Lapras takes out Ninetales with a Surf and Water Gun. Venusaur goes down to Cloyster, but Nidoking finishes off with Thunderbolt. Kadabra took out Lapras and Charizard, but Blastoise finished the job with a Dig. Blastoise goes down to Jolteon, but Nidoking finished the job with an Earthquake. Elite Four battle number 1 against Lorelei. Venusaur takes out Dugong with a Razor Leaf and Mega Drain. Cloyster and Slowbro with a Laser Leaf. Charizard takes out Jinx with a Flamethrower. Venusaur fails to take out Lapras, but Nidoking finishes with a Thunderbolt. Bruno is up next. Venusaur takes out Onix with a Mega Drain, Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee with a Razor Leaf, the other Onix with a Mega Drain, and Machamp with a Razor Leaf and 2 Mega Drains. Agatha is up next. Lapras takes out Golbat with a Surf, Blastoise takes out Gengar with Dig, Arbok with Dig and Surf, Haunter with 3 Surfs, and the other Gengar with Dig. Lance is up last. Hitmonchan fails to take out Gyarados, so Nidoking finishes with a Thunderbolt. Lapras takes out both Dragonairs with Ice Beam. Blastoise takes out Aerodactyl with Surf. Dragonite wipes out Blastoise. Lapras takes out Dragonite with Ice Beam. It's time for the final battle against Blue, the champion battle. Hitmonchan takes out Sandslash with 2 Ice Punches. Hitmonchan goes down to Alakazam, but Charizard finishes the job with a few Slashes. Charizard takes out Executor with 2 Flamethrowers. Venusaur takes out Cloyster with a Razor Leaf. Blastoise takes out Ninetales with 2 Surfs. Nidoking takes out Jolteon with Earthquake. And just like that, we've done it. We became champion and beat the game. Now, a little side note, at the end, I did cheat in Rare Candy to be able to beat the Elite Four. Well, more like to be able to battle them. Look, I'm not going to spend weeks grinding out levels just so I can get this video out, okay? So, if you want to call it an invalid win because I cheated in some Rare Candy, be my guest. I could care less. But anyway, I have been Mr. Pizza, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya!